I'm John, and Pim and I are sprouting. We're making sprouts out of, I hope I'm getting the names right here, mung beans. I think these are mung beans. I believe these are garbanzo beans. They might be called chickpeas, I'm not sure, but I just call them garbanzo beans. This is what I was able to find at the health food store here in Khon Kaen, Thailand. So this is what we're working with. I'm used to sprouting in America, so the beans and lentils and things look a little different. These look like lentils to me, so I'm assuming these are lentils. Thailand lentils. So we're going to use these three. There's lots of different things you can sprout with. These are the three items I was able to find. You can find everything from alfalfa sprouts to sunflower seeds and these here. So what I do first is I like to pour a little bit of each one and look for bad ones, rotten ones, discolored ones. Most of them look just fine. So I go through these. Here we've got the lentils and the mung beans together. Now we're going to open up the garbanzo beans, assuming these are garbanzo beans, like I said, I'm not sure. See, see the one that's broken in half, a couple of them. I'm assuming that these are not going to sprout. They might sprout, I don't know, but I just like to remove the ones that do not look viable. They all look pretty good. I'm not going to make a huge batch. This might look like a lot, and in a way it is a lot. If you have a bowl this full of seeds that you're going to sprout, your finished product of sprouts is going to take up a lot more space than this. It's going to be about 3 times that amount. So I don't know. I don't think I've overdone it here because it's not just for me. Pim and I were both going to share these. These look really, really beautiful. Look at the colors, very earthy. I think that's just a beautiful picture. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to rinse them. Normally, I put them in a large jar and run water. But because we're using Thailand water, which you're really not supposed to drink, I don't want to fill up a giant. Actually, you know what? Okay, now I'm going to rinse with water. This is filtered water, so I'm going to try not to use too much because I don't want to waste our good filtered water. You don't have to really, I don't think it's really necessary to rinse these. Okay, now this is the jar that we're going to sprout in. You could use any size jar. You don't have to use a glass jar. You could use any container you want. We're using a jar. There's a million ways to do a million different things. This is just how we're doing it. Use your imagination if you have different materials. I wish I had a funnel to put these in here. But this will work slowly but surely. Now we're going to show you what we have to do every day to make these sprouts work. Every day we're going to have to rinse these. Okay, now here's what we have now. Some rinsed sprouts. They're not sprouts yet, they're seeds. So what we do first, we're going to use bottled water. Good quality water, and they're going to soak overnight. This is what you do for the first night. You let them soak overnight. Tomorrow night, I hope I'm doing this right. Is this how? Yeah, this is right. But put in a little extra water because the beans are going to soak up some water. So you let it soak overnight and then dump all of the water off the next day, and then we'll show you the rest later. Okay, now we're going to let these sit overnight. I don't know exactly how many hours it has to be. Let's just say 24 hours. This water will be more discolored than it is now. The level of these beans, legumes, whatever you call them, will be higher because they'll be full of water. We'll dump off this water, rinse it again with some fresh water, and dump all of the water out. Then we're going to let these sit again for an entire day. We'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. So we'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?